I did. I counted down from 5. Did I do it right? Hello, I do see. Hi. If you haven't noticed, there's a Kylie not in here. She is actually running everything from upstairs because she's very sick and doesn't kind of have the constitution right now to be able to be on stream. But I'm very thankful for her for still running tech because I have a million things to check. So because of that, if you don't remember, we left off with a giant Tupperware container trying to eat whiskey. Because they're down a player, I felt like I would be a kind and benevolent. Words are great. I'm nice, and so I decided that they can wait to do combat next week, so they have all their players. So instead, tonight we're gonna just like talk about games, because this is a brand new system. It has not been released yet to the public. The only people that have copies of this game are the people that made it and us. So it is, like I said, we're the only ones that know of the actual rating in the system, and we're one of the first streams to play it online. I believe Sarah has run a game of it. Sarah helped to write it, like wrote it with her partner Jeff. And Sarah runs Sarah's Table on Gen Con TV, so I'm pretty sure that they played over there. But outside of that, I think the only people that have played it on the internet. So I am wondering, mostly from YouTube, because I have played this before. I was one of their play testers at Gen Con, and I've also played in a long form campaign for them off screen. But how do you two like it?
Oh, girl.
Strong start.
I was holding back to let Amber speak as well. So.
Oh no, I'm sorry. My cat just decided to haul ass and crash into things. So the attention span gone. Anyway, no, I'm really enjoying it, and I mean I know a lot of it like lends to the beautiful world that we built together, and like the vibrant characters that we've created. Is he still being a doofus?
I love it.
Oh, he's imminent. Oh, okay. Hello,
buddy boy.
Oh,
Hello.
Buddy.
Hello.
My
But
heart.
yeah, so I'm enjoying it. Look at him.
Good. Hi, buddy. You're doing great. No matter how many things you run into, I support you.
My husband is jauntily running after him, so it's a party over here in the Space Jamber house.
Oh.
Oh, Starger, you think I'm not using that candy corn at any point? That's funny. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
It'll come
shit.
soon enough. But yes, sorry so like in speaking on the world itself, because I'm a big I'm eating cheese while we do this. I'm
Do it.
snacking. I'm in the Brennan Lee Mulligan camp of snacking is okay while you GM. So because one of my favorite parts of this game is building the world together, I have obviously had multiple times to do this at this point. The first time we did it, when I was a play tester at Gen Con, we did we built like this sort of like deserty land. There were water cows and all this stuff, and I specifically like gave the idea of, hey, here's a bar. One moment, please. My mic is being weird.
Oh no.
Valid.
Well, while you're doing that, I can say,
Yes, please.
yeah, I am low-key obsessed with this. I'm a huge fan of collaborative world building in general, and I really love the way that this helps outline it for the groups. You know that Vanessa and I from FGP are currently working on our own gaming system, and she was like, man, I wish that there was a game, or like a process in place for like asking a certain amount of questions and this, that, and the other. And I was like, you're gonna fucking love the Vanishing Lands. Like, just you wait. And I also love how diverse this is. It's really a game that is highly collaborative, which is always great. It really gets everybody on the same like footing. And I think it helps a lot with like player buy-in, honestly. So like, you could just make it anything you want. And on top of that, like, it's really intuitive when you're starting out. It's not a matter of like stalling out, being like, oh gosh, I don't know, where do we start? These prompts are built in so that you really can have those conversations. It's not just a Q&A, it's conversations of world building with your group. And yeah, I just think it's absolutely beautiful.
I'm right there with you. Like there are no, I mean like I'm right there with you. I mean there's something about like a game that I don't want to say like if it forces you to world build together, but like if world building is a major part of the like gaming mechanic, right? Like at the top of it, not only do you get that buy-in from your players, but like it just I feel like it just makes it all that more real and all that easier to like immerse yourself in, because the ins and outs of the space, as opposed to like, well, we're running Candlekeep Mysteries and D&D, and this is the world that they've built, and this is just what it is. So, yeah.
I love player buy-in so much, and like you said, like there are beautiful worlds that have been made by designers out there that live in books that you can pick up and you can read from and be like, okay, cool, this is where I want to set this. But for us to all sit down together, and like I will fully say, we had like a session 0 before the session 0 just like everybody meeting, making sure lines and veils were established, all of that. But I told them, because they were like, oh, are we supposed to like build something tonight? And I said, absolutely not. Don't even think about this again until we're live next week. Because I wanted everything to be very much on the top of the dome, like just coming where it was. And I will say, as much as you like know that you're coming into this, obviously like over like the days before, it'll be like, oh, well, this could be a cool idea, or this would be a cool idea. I promise, no matter how much you have prepared in your brain, none of it will apply to whatever you all finally decide.
Absolutely not.
Not
absolutely not.
It just completely goes in a different direction from where you think it will go. Because I was very prepared when we came in for the longer playtest that we did over multiple weeks. I was like, oh, this could be like a cool like, creature idea, or like this could be a cool item idea. And then we walk in, and what we made ended up being a LARPing group that got sent off to the Vanishing Lands on accident during a battle. And so nothing that I had come up with applied. Yeah, it was really cool. It will never see the light of day. It wasn't recorded. But it was, if they did record it, it was like for their sake, for their notes, and like wanting to go back through things. It was not something that streamed, but it was hilarious to make together.
Wait, so I've also just realized that we are all close enough that we could LARP together if we wanted to.
We are. Actually,
we are very close.
Hold on. I do know somebody that runs a LARPing group in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh?
Oh shit, I do too. Wait. Is it Four Hammers?
No.
Okay.
It
Where's the
started from
LARPing
like
group in Pittsburgh? I've lived here for a year and a half. Like, I did not know this.
The group I know up there does a lot of mostly does VTM.
Oh, okay. What they do is mostly like murder mystery theater turned parlor LARPs.
Murder mystery. Let's go. Okay, so, we are going to talk about this after stream. About this later. You all are going to come visit Pittsburgh. It's going to be great.
Please, I've never been to Pittsburgh. It's like a 7-hour train ride, and I want to go so bad.
Please come here. I would love that.
Wait. You are, because you're
Yeah, I'm in DC.
Centralizing. Theoretically, I could like catch the train down here, and then we could be train buddies.
Correct. You could ride. Yeah, it literally. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We're gonna plan this, Mallory. We're gonna show up on your doorstep one day, and we're gonna play the Vanishing Lands.
I welcome you all to show up at my doorstep. If you need help finding my place, there's a skeleton hanging from the porch all year round.
Oh, great.
Okay. So we'll just
wander the whole city.
Yep.
To those of you who are just joining, welcome to Ladies Night, where we are going to be planning our own personal events for 2023. We're doing great. We're doing great.
We're doing lovely. Kylie in chat does say come visit us. So, like, look, we're going to play in this after stream. And if we can convince Adam Khan, then he'll fly out here.
Listen,
just like a quick trip from California.
Come through to Maryland Renaissance Festival, honestly.
We have been talking about Ren Fairs because we want to go so bad. We didn't get the chance to go to any of ours last year because like life was just so hectic, and ours are in like the fall.
Oh yeah.
So we need to go to Ren Fairs.
Okay, so guys, I'm playing this card. I would like to be a birthday diva this year because my birthdays are always very low key or I get dumped, and this year I want neither of those. So for my birthday, I would like us to do the Ren Fair and or Medieval Times. And
wait, when's your birthday?
It's August 2nd, but I'm like,
I thought it's after me.
I knew I loved your energy. I'm an August Virgo. I'm August 24th.
So, shut up! My partner is August 27th.
Oh, I love an August Virgo. Anyway, no, there's a Medieval Times up here in up in Annapolis.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, come through.
Sorry.
No, we're about to have the best vacation. We're planning it live on stream. We're just gonna have the best vacation that anybody's ever seen. We'll live stream like one night with all of us in the same room. It'll be wild. I've literally never live streamed with someone else in the same space as me. Like me and Kylie have separate places that are divided by a wall that we built. So
I think the first time I live streamed with other people in the same area was when it was Jenna's first time meeting Vanessa and I in person. And the moment she walks in, we just go, hey, we're on stream with watching paint dry. We have 2 earbuds and there are 3 of us. We'll figure it out.
It was great. I've done it once, and the channel, I don't think they exist anymore because they're pieces of shit. Anyway, we were doing a charity stream. We can shit talk the actual charity later. But we were doing a charity stream for a charity that also no longer exists. Anyway, and it was like me and Will from Life in the Apocalypse and Allie from Dice Drop Evolution and like a couple of other like DC and Baltimore local folks. And it was great, except like everyone got way too plastered. Everyone was so fucking drunk. It was a mess.
That
anyway.
is such a fine line.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so this game, what I love about it too is that this story is going to be uniquely ours, and nobody else is going to like come up with the same exact thing that we
never.
did.
I don't think anybody could come up with Pantria besides the 5 of us. I don't think that's humanly possible. I know, and I love it, and it means that for forever, like as long as you all want to come back to this, I am more than happy to come back to it, and it means that we will always have Pantria for us, and we can always come back and add to it as much as you all want. Obviously, we only built like a few key places, and I've mostly used those key places. I haven't gone much outside of that, so it like lends really well to like if down the line because we've talked a little bit behind the scenes of like what this would look like, but if we do come back for those one shots that we have talked about, like it can literally be like, okay, the plot line for this one shot, you all give me a place, a person, an item, or whatever, and we'll just build on the list that we've already made. And I'll be sure to like incorporate those into that one shot or something like that.
You know, I really love that. The idea of kind of building to it each like season, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, are you all following like the Alice is Missing Kickstarter?
Yes.
Okay,
so
so
I'm unplugging and replugging back in my mic. Don't mind.
You're totally good. So Alice is Missing is one of my favorite games, first of all.
Yes.
If you want to play it, I'm trying to run it before too long, so let me know.
Please include me. I want to play it so bad.
Mallory, I'm literally running it for you and Kylie to play.
I love you so much.
Just let me know when works. But one thing I love about their setup is Alice is Missing is a tight 3-hour game. The first hour and a half is set aside for collaborative world building. And you're given 5 locations and 5 individuals who could be suspects, basically.
Yeah.
And people are adding in about like this, that, and the other. And in the expansion, they're adding in like more variety. I'm seeing it as kind of like Dominion, where you can like mix and match the card games. But yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, and the other thing I really, really love about Alice is Missing too is that it has a defined end. It tells you like you cannot revisit these characters, which you don't, I know there's always this need to create content and like I've streamed Alice is Missing once, but it's hard. Like Alice is Missing is one of those games that I love running it just as like me and my friends getting together and hanging out. And just
it's such an intimate experience, and I ran it for 3 different groups all within a 1-week span, and they were all vastly different. And it was, I have to also say, if you want to take like 8d10 emotional damage, play this game with Eric Frankhouse. Because at one point he stopped replying and you would only get his phone's answering machine message. And it was after like an altercation, and then nobody could get a hold of him.
Oh, were y'all playing like over like your phone?
Oh no, we were doing the Discord server version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense to me that he would do that. And also, I don't mind my feelings getting hurt that much. So I know Eric's not in here right now, but if at some point he does see this, Frank House, Let's Play Alice is Missing. You hurt me anyway on Dragonlance. How much worse can it get than that?
Honestly, I always play as Charlie. I'm always the facilitator, so I'm looking for opportunities to play as anything else.
We'll bring you in.
in.
Play all the things.
Play Alice is Missing and Pantria. Justin Twizzler Lake is missing. Again.
Oh my god.
Again.
What if every one shot I bring you all back for is Justin Twizzler like went missing again? Like you just have to go find him. It's like Where's Waldo, but significantly worse because he's a giraffe And you all live in a candy land, so it's not like it should be hard, but it's much harder than you
The stakes just keep getting higher and higher.
Just like his neck.
Just like his neck.
And by that, I obviously mean Steak Canyon, which is a canyon made of like steaks. And there's a new steak each year that goes on top. Anyways, it's fine.
There's a rival. Actually, wait. Rival Village. We're the Candy Village, right? Rival Village is like Meat Village.
I would love that. And you all are only separated by Mount Supa.
Metropolis.
Like,
I'm so
that
sorry.
is that.
Allie.
No, I think we have the next part of the city we should be building. We don't even have to go past that. Like, let's take Metropolis, and that's our starting point.
We go into the big city and have big city adventures and get lost on the metro. The Vanishing Lands.
Oh my
is the
God.
Metro.
Can it be
The
the Big
Metro.
Apple? And
The
the Big
Metro.
Apple is just a statue in the middle of town. It's like Richard Scarry style. No, it's a building in the shape of a giant apple,
Like the bean.
like the Pentagon. But
oh.
an apple.
Pentagon, but it's an apple. It is not a technology based building, which is what you would think when you hear Apple. But it is instead the Pentagon. I already have a million ideas. And I'm very invested in the fact that this place is on the other side of Mount Supa, which is why you all don't go over there. Because, like, you don't walk
Are
in
we
there.
going over there for Justin's tour?
Is he a musician in that world? I can't remember. Is he just
He
a
is.
guy?
He's a pop star. He's a
Oh
pop star.
fuck, that's right. You're right. Who's also like the gardener.
But he gardened in his free time. That was like his hobby,
That's
his
right.
relaxing thing. Because, like, you know, I mean, how much music can he really make when most of his music just goes to the population of Pangea? It's not like it's like
Fair.
worldwide tours. It's like this city and the next city over.
Yeah.
is the tour. No,
I
that might have to happen. Look, we're coming up with a ton of new ideas that will all be used for future projects. So don't if you're gonna be like sad that these four are leaving, please know I won't let them. They can't leave me.
Yes.
They're stuck with me now for the rest of our lives.
Good.
Whether that's as GM or a friend, either way they don't get to.
Here for it though.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because we're doing the East Coast TTRPG LARPing tour.
Exactly.
So
So
Obviously, where we
at the
LARP
very
as
least,
squirrels.
you won't even be able to get rid of me in real life. On 3 separate planes of existence, will you have to deal with me? And I hope you're prepared for that.
actually, I just remembered that the LARP group that I was talking about earlier is doing an online LARP in a couple weeks. So I'm just gonna drop that in our chat. Yeah, hold on.
Perfect.
Could look into partaking in that. And Adam could even do it with us because
It's online.
it's online.
True story.
Year round. Also, wish you two were in PA anytime soon because I found out there's D&D trivia at the end of the month, and I would like a team that can win because I'm competitive.
The end of the month, you say?
The end.
Send me a date.
I sent you all the thing on the invite I was sent today.
Perfect.
I feel like
I'm literally like, I'm going to Texas in a couple weeks, which is weird to say. Now we're at the point where it's a couple weeks, and I'm gonna be there for a full month, so I will not be able to go.
I'd be fun in Texas though.
Yeah. Which
my
area
best-
are you going to?
Austin. My best friend lives out there, and she's going to Japan for a month. So I'm house sitting for her, and
Your job's remote, so it's not like it's a
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just go live in Texas for a month. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Adventure.
There's a run fair up there that I'm gonna be going to.
Hi, Adam.
Very nice.
Adam's here.
Hi.
Hello.
Kylie's putting you in the thing. I don't know how much of a delay Twitch is on because I truly can't remember. We'll be on in a second if you're not already, though. You came just in time. We're talking about basically like at the very start with creation, like what you all like about creation. If there's anything you don't like about creation. But there we go. There's a big red.
Big Red is here. Oh, hey there, friends. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
What took you so long? It's time to kill some Tupperware.
Oh, good.
There's no killing of Tupperware tonight.
Oh.
I need all 4 of you. I can't let you die like this.
Oh, no problem.
Not tonight.
Okay, in time, we're gonna get that there Tupperware. Absolutely. Oh, and Bug wants to say hi.
Hi,
Oh my god.
Hi, Bug.
Bug is goat. Bug is goat.
Absolutely goated.
But that's just like, that really brings us back to just like the yes-anding.
Mhm.
That's like, it's already like a big part of TTRPGs, you know?
Yeah.
But in this environment in particular, it just becomes so easy, you know, because you don't have to fact check the lore of the world. You don't have to look at necessarily like your character's in-depth backstory with like all of the, you know, NPCs that spiderweb through it. It's really like, it is what you make of it. And yeah, I love it.
If y'all at any point in this game had been like, hey, I have a aunt, her name is Karen, and she's a squirrel, and she lives at the base of Mount Suva, I would have been like, that's great for you. Sure, let's go talk to Aunt Karen. Why not?
How'd you know my auntie Squirrel Karen? Oh my goodness.
Everybody knows that squirrels
everybody
are in
knows
fact, actually I think squirrels are very much related to the red panda, aren't they?
They are,
Whatever.
well, raccoons. Raccoons are related to the red panda.
Okay.
That's why we get along so well.
Y'all could tell me anything
Okay,
about
okay.
animals and I would be forced to believe you because I really only know about very few animals. I know about penguins because I freak out at penguins. I sat in the floor of the Pittsburgh Zoo surrounded by small children and I sat there and I watched the penguins.
I love that.
About penguins, cats, dogs. That's it.
Penguin was my third animal I would have picked for this.
Oh yeah.
What was your?
What was the second one?
A squirrel.
Oh, excellent.
We love it.
If you all did
Amber,
not, that actually brings up a very cool question. Could Amber and Allie, what would you all have picked if you could not pick what you had?
Raccoons.
And a possum or raccoon. But it's funny that this came up because are you all familiar with Over the Garden Wall?
Familiar? I haven't watched it.
Ooh, highly recommend watching it. Get really cozy, like the first day that smells like fall. Watch Over the Garden
In
Wall.
that red panda onesie, yes? That seems like
Yes, any
This thing is
onesie
so
that you
comfortable.
have.
So soft.
I'm not
I
gonna
can't say
lie.
what our next show is yet, but please know I'm ordering one of those.
You should.
Good,
I am.
good.
Comfy, especially with
Um,
how cold it is for all of you right now.
Oh, for real. I low-key
That's 50,
have
it's not
worn a koala onesie to a job interview to talk about my qualifications.
This is why you are so
It was-
my favorite people on this planet.
It was fine. It was absolutely fine. But that being said, so in Over the Garden Wall, the setting that you're in is very much like old 1900s, like 1800s, like schoolhouse, like fairy tale.
Right.
So think like the woods. There's a mill in the background, and you see like a pumpkin field sprawled out, and there's a like little possum lady in her like colonial-looking button-down dress, heading into the market. And that's the vibe you get from Over the Garden Wall. So, my friends and I saw on TikTok like 2 years ago, people having Over the Garden Wall themed like tea parties where they all dressed as the animal that resonated with them the most. So, not like as an animal, but like inspired by. And so that's why I have them with me right now in my carry-on. I got my little like black glasses and a little like gray beret and like a little like gray ruffle shirt and skirt and stuff to be a little possum lady. So I mean, think of all the possibilities. So
Brilliant.
yeah,
Iconic.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I
if
think
I
that
was a-
also,
No, you go first because I want to hear
Oh.
this. I'm about to say something very dumb.
I was just gonna say also cats. I'm a cat lady through and through. So
No, cats would be really cute here. Oh gosh, I really don't want. I don't want this to explode on my desk. If I was in your all shoes and was a player instead of a GM, I would have made fudge. But then if I couldn't have made fudge, I would have probably been. I probably would have done something like a bat or something like that.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Is so good.
I love bats.
Love that.
The
10 out of 10.
So if not trash animal, well, if not trash animal, the other animal I like really resonate with is like a bear. For a long time, I like people in high school called me Am Bear. So it's just yes, correct.
That's my partner's like online handle is bear. So I'm a little partial to bears as well.
Oh, bear.
They're just so good and kind of dumb.
Now, what kind of bear? Like black bear, brown bear, grizzly bear, polar bear?
Black bear is the traditional bear of the
Water
South.
bear.
Cool.
But I love a sun bear because they look so
Bears.
goofy.
Yes.
Sun bears are so goofy.
Yes.
Like they're just people in fursuits.
There you are.
Right? I'm a sun bear.
Are you sure the sun bear that you have seen is not just a person in a sun bear onesie? Because it's possible. Could be.
See, I'm the sicko over here who thinks it's hilarious to be like water bears. But
Yeah.
also water bears.
Tardigrades. Their real name. No, I'm joking. Hold on. There's this comment in chat. I have a lot of very strong opinions about pandas and if they have the right to exist.
Nubby, okay, we gotta talk about this.
the right
First of
to
all,
exist.
your Nordic princess isn't in here, so we're gonna have a conversation about what you feel about pandas. I like pandas, Nubby, so why are they not allowed to exist? I need real answers.
What issues do we have with
They
pandas?
have every right, but we should stop helping them. Nubby! We should not. I love pandas. He's wrong, just ignore him.
I'm sorry. I'm not here to advocate for pandacide. The fuck?
I mean, technically, I'm a panda, so are you saying I shouldn't exist?
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks, Jeff. I didn't keep up in here.
exist.
I would have played, like, I think playing as a panda would have been very cute. I want to play as a panda in a game of Honey Heist. That's
Yes,
what I'm
please.
looking out for.
That'd be fun.
So I've only played Honey Heist once, and we were Animal Crossing characters, so I played both because
Yes.
it's my favorite.
If anybody would like to see that, that is available on YouTube.
Over on Femme Gamer Party's channel. It was the first time I played over there. It was the first time I met Jenna, and it's what catapulted me into meeting Allie and Vanessa and all of us becoming really good friends. Was me being like, Jenna posted something online that was like, would it be dumb to run a Honey Heist game of Animal Crossing? And I said, no, I would pay to see it. And then she DM'd me and was like, how about you play in it? And I was like, sure, I'll play in that.
Delightful. It was delightful.
Nubby, look, all of us have the days that we just want to eat, and I personally support their decision in that. They're just trying to take bamboo out of people's way. That's fine. Basically,
here for
Nubby
it.
saying they eat so much that they're just going to go extinct because they won't do anything else.
Yeah, sometimes
mean,
you got to
look.
put the bamboo down and get to work.
They just had the millennial mindset before millennials got here.
True.
Panda's the original millennial. Panda's the
So-
original nihilist. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm not going to talk anymore.
No, you're not. You're not done. You're not
You're
done.
not
We're
done.
still streaming for
Never.
a bit.
So out of what we made, we had this whole list of the items and the places and the people and the creatures. Out of any of those categories, what is your one favorite thing?
Ooh,
Favorite item?
Or place or person, like one out of
Oh.
all the lists.
Oh my goodness. Asking us to narrow all this stuff down to one thing, that would be my invisibility cloak.
That's fair. I'm not
Cheeto
very
invisibility cloak. Absolutely. Absolutely. Underwear mask is great, but Cheeto invisibility cloak. Yeah.
I gotta say the Cheeto cloak does well.
Oh, it'll come back into play. Don't worry. Big Red will be back as well too for the finale.
I love
He's got to
Big
come in
Red.
I
and save
sure
the day.
hope so. He does. There's a giant Tupperware container that's about to eat whiskey. All to
He
get a
needs
spoon.
Yeah, he needs a sidekick. So,
So I'm currently like looking through all of our notes from that original session.
A mess of a web that I made.
It's beautiful.
It's color
I'm so
coordinated
sorry.
at least.
Oh, I'm looking at my personal notes, which are
Oh, okay.
a hot mess, for the record. Let me read some to you. Graham Cracker School. The fourth true, rapt attention in the bathroom, the best place for reading material. I have notes of cobspiracy or cornspiracy. Possum blossoms. Give a seed, take a seed, makes my heart warm. But yeah, are we looking to, let me go ahead and clarify. Are we talking about like the one specific component that we brainstormed as a group to
It doesn't have to be one that you brought to the table, but like that anybody brought to the table.
Cheeto cloak?
Yeah.
Honestly, Cheeto Cloak is very high up there for me.
Mhm.
Cheeto cloak is
The
very
fact
good.
that it leaves dust everywhere is also my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Because
no,
yes,
it's relatable. It's very relatable.
Helped with fingerprinting, you know. It was all good.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I also
Now,
just,
if you were talking,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I if we're gonna talk like particular items, the like secret room. I know it's not an item, but like I love secret rooms, and I think it's just like it's the escape room person in me. But like in the mansion that we broke into, loved that.
Oh,
I loved that a lot.
Yep.
I just
Behind the
it was
picture.
never.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was really cool.
I made that up in the moment because
fuck yeah.
I like knew what we were running on sort of in time, and I was like, we're going like a little longer than what I would like to be at this point. So I kind of nixed the whole third floor and made it seem like the fox was up there. So like there was a purpose for the third floor. She was going to be in the house anyway. But like just put her on the third floor became the simple solution. And for everybody to then have to convene on the second floor worked really well. And then I am also a huge escape room person. And I have thought a lot about the like construction of escape rooms and how they can be done in real homes. And I will say a lot of that thought process in my GMing came from a room that I did with Adam and Diana and Kylie. We all went to Ohio. They were in for Adam's sister's wedding. Yeah.
Yep.
And so they texted us and they were like, hey, how far away are you all? We were like a couple hours maybe. And they were like, you want to come in and do escape rooms with us for a whole day?
Oh,
So
we
did like
fun.
we did like 3 of them, had
Yeah.
lunch and everything. It was great.
We were supposed to do 2 and then we lost the second one. And we were like, we refused to go home on a loss. So we got
Do
a
you
third
guys ever
one.
do the escape rooms in a box sort of deal?
Yes. I have
Yes.
one actually that I got for Christmas.
Yeah,
I have not
I-
done it yet.
I did get one, yeah.
I used to be a playtester for what the fuck is it called?
Exit?
The box ones.
Hunt a Killer?
Hunt a Killer, that's it. I was a playtester
Yeah.
for Hunt a Killer for a minute.
Love it. That's amazing.
Again, through the same
Also-
weird people that I
What? Really?
yeah.
Well, that's
Oh, that's too
lovely.
fucking
Here,
funny.
I'm going to link that because I
Please
just
do.
saw a lovely thing from Jeff. Here's the website for those that would like to look for it.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I was going to say,
there are
speaking of
playtest versions
testing-
of the world building and the character creation on the website right now.
Sick.
So go like do the thing, and if you do the thing, please send us or send tag the Vanishing Lands like Twitter or anything like that. I really want to see what people come up with. I have now had 3 completely different versions of worlds that I have played with, in this game. And it makes me very happy. So whatever comes out of your chaotic brains, please send it my way. And then that way, they have even more to go off of. And I will say there's stuff in the book that they have built out already that is so wonderfully done. So when all of that comes out, you guys will get to see.
Oh, can't wait. I do have a
My
question.
favorite.
Do you know if there is an official release date on when I can get my grubby little hands on the book myself?
I don't, but Jeff is in chat. So if anybody has an answer to that, I would assume that it is the person on the other side of the Vanishing Lands.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jeff,
I think
if you
it's
have that
Jeff.
information, I know that there's definitely a channel that would love to run another game of this. ASAP. So
Yeah, let's get it over on Pim Gamer Party. Let's go.
I'm like, I absolutely can't get enough like new
it's
games.
not far off is the answer that we
Nice.
I will
so I'm
say,
very excited about it.
in similar TTRPGs about that involve collaborative world building news, I am looking for a new home for my divination game. Well, I didn't write it, but my friends wrote it. Different friends this time. Different. And basically, you are four aspects of the tarot. You're like, someone's in the seat of wands, someone's in cups, someone's in, whatever, and you all are playing as like aspects of the major arcana, and you all world build together. You build the like you're sharing the same hero, and you're all co-piloting the same hero, and you make
Give me a date,
yeah, I'm looking for a new home for that. So I'm just saying, Allie, if you're interested, we can talk.
Sorry, I'm sure
Allie
that's
was-
like
Ali was
Kylie also
staring
wants to
heavily.
play it. So hey,
Yeah.
Allie, if we're like gonna just like me and Kylie are ready whenever. Just like let us know, honestly. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else like in the creation, because we had a ball that night. I know
so insane.
I don't remember if I put it in our Discord or not, but I think I did. I wrote all of that out on my iPad in
Yes, you
an
did.
app that will let me have like an expanded page in no matter what direction I go in.
Oh,
It looks like a
yes.
giant web, and you can't read any of it. It's all color coordinated, so I knew what was happening. But like, and then I ended up having to take that and plug it into a bunch of places so I could see what we actually built all together. I would have to say one of my favorite things, obviously, the Cheeto cloak, because who could go wrong with the Cheeto cloak? I was pretty in love with the idea of the mayor's full name being Mayor President
The
Alley Pop.
Alley
Yes.
Pop, yeah. That's
Oh
Because
great.
you
my
said
God.
President Alley Pop, and then you were like, no, that's President is the first name. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, we've expanded. I love that.
Okay, I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys the origin of how I got into like titles as first names?
I'm
It
into
is,
it already.
I'm very interested
Yeah.
because in games we've played together, that is not the first time I've encountered a name like that.
Oh, I absolutely also have a horse named Senator Trottington in a bag of holding somewhere. Yes, he's likely dead. I know. It's a we won't get into
How long's he been in there?
Um,
You got 10 minutes
yeah.
to there.
It's been too long.
Yeah, he's,
Well, we're in a new
It's
campaign
been
60 years in the future, so I think he has expired.
he's definitely glue now. He's definitely glue.
Well,
What a
hey, glue
shame.
can be very handy in this world. But anyways, no, it was back in, I think it was 2016, 2017, and I was GMing for the first time. It was a Pathfinder Rise of the Rune Lords campaign. And my roommate, who is a big old goofball, but her dad played D&D, so she cannot, she can't. And he was very much like just graph paper and maps, like no minis, no backstory, no RP, just the math D&D player. So growing up, that was her exposure. I remember going over to her house in high school and seeing the table set up, and she was like, yeah, my dad's a nerd, but at least we can watch Lord of the Rings. And I was like, fair. So anyways, she gets home from work and we're at the end of the scene, and I'm like, okay, and you guys, the constable comes in at the end, and she just moves herself up and goes, I'm the constable. And I go, are you now? And she's like, yes. And I was like, okay, what's your name? And she's like, Constable Jenkins. So for the next 3 sessions, she played Constable Jenkins. That was the first and last name. He was in fact the sheriff.
Sheriff Constable.
And he was basically Paul F. Tompkins, who just doodled a lot and organized all of his notes by doodles, and it was a whole thing. But ever since then, titles are first names.
I like and I
Incredible.
like hearing things like that, because then when you world build together, it puts a lot of things in perspective. Especially because you and I all talk behind the scenes of other games, and being things that you're running that I'm not a part of, you will talk to me about, and the same vice versa.
Yeah.
And so when you give me suggestions for names, a lot of things have now come into perspective from a lot of ways based on that story alone.
Oh, you need a name? Have you tried Congressman Jake
I will
Jake-
say,
Jake
and I will
Bobsled
not-
fuck.
I won't give the full name because it will give away something for a campaign that is
Okay.
down the line. It's not announced and it won't be announced for a while. But I did text Allie one night and go, "Hey, I need a name for this very specific thing, and I'm having trouble coming up with one. Could you send me a couple of suggestions?" The first one started out as Chester Fizzle Pops, and then the rest of it at the end. And I was like, I will be stealing that for something. I was like, not for this one thing, but somewhere in this campaign, Chester Fizzle Pop will appear as an NPC. Cannot promise you what he does yet. I have no clue.
Think like a food mascot mixed with Willy Wonka. You get Chester Fizzle Pops. He's zany. He's keeping you on your toes. He's how old? He could be 22. He could also be 85. He's got one of those faces. Sorry,
It's Ronald McDonald, but like in a liminal space sort of way.
Incredible.
So then moving from like character creation and world building, because obviously that was one of the most fun nights of my life, we then had a week to turn everything around. So I let you all kind of build out your character sheets. And was like you all had like some of you touch base with me one-on-one and things like that to kind of like solidify everything. And then we immediately went into game next week. Hi, Bug. Like including like we had Bug made, we had Fudge made. I didn't name Gerald until the first episode, but we knew that Fudge had a banana duck.
Banana
Banana duck. And so then we come in at the very top of the game and we start in the middle of the festival. And I will say that this is very well to being an improv GM. Because that's all that I am. I plan the very beginnings and the very ends and everything in between is made up. And so I didn't have a good enough way in my mind to get you all together. So I was driving home the day, like from work to here to get ready for stream. I was like, I need a better way for them to be together because I don't like what I came up with. So I came up with the festival because it forces everybody to be in the same spot in town.
Oh yeah.
And that worked out really, really well because obviously I knew Whiskey and it's not Nora, that's the
Willow.
other game. Willow, thank you. I was like, it's a
Willow.
W name. Whiskey and Willow would have been close because of Scouts, and that one I could figure out fairly well. But there was no like concrete way that we had all at least talked about for all four of you to want to be together. So I was like, festival puts everybody in the same place. And obviously I trust you for a lot. Like you all are just a wonderful four to play with, and this was not a thing of like some games behind the scenes you all like talk about like the whole plan for the night and like what absolutely has to be hit and all of that, and I was like, I gave you all at the top of each show like this is our very bare bones of what we're doing tonight. Whatever happens. So I knew once I got all four of you in the same place, one way or another you would all find your way to each other, and I was like, I'm just gonna let them do what they want at the festival. But this game went super well, like just letting me kind of make everything up as I go. And I have pulled out the rule, which they wrote in there, and I got the blessing from Jeff that night. I was like, look, the book says I can break rules if I think it's cool. So I'm GM and I've decided the rule is broken. Which is another reason that it's really great for just people that make stuff up constantly. But what did you all think about like how that started and where you all were having to make checks and you know all of that, like how mechanics worked with whatever story I decided to tell as it came out of my mouth?
I loved it. I thought it flowed very naturally. I think that maybe one thing we could have done beforehand, and this goes into that like world building part of things, is like just kind of sit down and go, okay, what are the areas where we are all starting at, just to make sure that we could bring everybody in quickly. Because I know Willow and Whiskey were kind of mobile, but Corn Cob and Big Red had their like specific areas they were in, so that could have helped us just as players get everybody, you know, in the same place together.
Sure.
And I think that's like a common like, you know, new party who dis.
Yeah,
moment.
pretty much. And I was at least very thankful that when Willow wanted to talk to the scout leader, and the scout leader said something about going to help Corn Cob, and like that was your next job, was that you had to go help Corn Cob. I was like, that'll work for that part. And then, obviously the ice cream shop is easy to get anybody into because it's an ice cream shop.
Oh, yeah.
And it's somewhere everybody would want to go all the time. But yeah, I definitely think that's something that I could have done on my part. In the scooper, sorry Diana, if you wanted ice cream at any point during.
No, this one's mine. This one is mine. The other one with the black handle is ours. Ours. We both use that one.
Yes,
This one
it's
is-
yours.
Oh my
This one is
god.
specifically Big Reds.
Mine and mine
You're still
alone.
big red.
Why? Absolutely. For sure. I really enjoyed the beginning too because it was very much controlled chaos, which was
Yes.
great. It was very chaotic, but it was. I feel the timing with everything especially because we were all split up, like we were all timed out in the way we were able to find each other. And once we did, it was like cool, great moments, awesome. All right, now we're over this way, and then we were able to like come together as like a cohesive group and stuff, which I thought that was a lot of fun. I think that worked out great. I still I made some notes and I accidentally deleted them. I had about 27 different ice cream flavors.
No. If
I
you
did.
make them again, please let me know. I will put them on a t-shirt and I will buy that t-shirt for myself.
Oh,
I don't even
yes.
care if anybody else buys it. It's fine.
Ah,
I will
Absolutely,
buy
please
a
do
Big
that.
Red's ice cream cup.
I would love to see logos for that as well as Possum Blossom.
Oh my god, I would love a possum
Possum
blossom. Like, can have
will make-
I mean, merch.
I will happily make them. I will say we are working on a merch store currently. Like it is not ready yet, but it will have things from Into the Dark Room and Carpe Diem, as well as our like newer shows that will be announced around the time that it's ready for people to see it. It is a lot of work, and our lives have been hectic lately because we wanted to have it out
I
in
hear ya.
time for like next week or so, but I don't think it'll actually happen. But I absolutely plan to have Carpe Diem merch, mostly because we've designed a ton of it already, and I'm
Mhm.
happy to make logos for the ice cream shop and the Possum Blossom.
So what I would really love to see is if we ever want to do like a Vanished Lands one shot, like maybe in 6 months, and try to combine our characters, combine the vibes of Carpe Diem with Dragonlance. I would just be very interested to see how that goes.
Oh, Carpe Diem, everybody would die. Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody would
yeah,
die. That's not even a
I'm-
question. You
I'm
would
just
just perish so fast.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, specifically Big Red in Dragonlance and like Big Red's concept in Dragonlance.
I would assume
Actually-
some sort of knight. Something
Oh,
killer.
oh.
Really would win, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would love
more-
to see
more-
Kelly. I would like to know what Namajor would be like in this this food-driven world full of little trash creatures.
Hi, Kelly.
Um,
Willow would win, apparently, is what kind
Yes.
of things is that Willow
Yes.
Willow would win Dragonlance.
I
Yeah.
could see Willow really leaning into that like political Game of Thrones, pulling the strings behind, closed doors, like, has like very positive connections with a lot of influential individuals and really has like worked her way up that social ladder.
There has never been a more prepared raccoon, I will say.
Big Red would be part of the Faceless Men. Absolutely.
Oh.
You are absolutely
Everyone.
right. Yes. Yes.
Mhm. And still with a Cheeto Coke.
I think
It could
Whiskey
only
would be
help.
like trying to be a knight of Solamnia. Keyword there's trying. yeah.
Valiant attempts. Like Corn Cob 100% would just be a guy. Would just be a guy. Just
Ooh.
would not adventure.
Ah.
Would not just would be there and be like, you know what? Y'all have fun. I'll be here.
I now have beverage in my sinuses. Thank you. Thank you.
I am sorry for inflicting such terrible pain on
Ooh, Kelly wants to be Foxy.
Yeah, I love the idea of
That seems right.
Adriel as a fox. I think that's a very fun idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
I
very
think
sly.
Fudge would be in the mage trials.
Oh yeah.
And Gerald would, as his companion, be in mage trials with him. Like that's what makes sense to me.
Gerald can cast one spell, and it's moment to think.
It is. It
And
is
that's how
just,
Fudge gets through the trial.
it is. But Gerald literally just keeps casting it over and over and over again because he knows Fudge cannot get through this without having extra time to figure it out.
Yes.
Like, I'll just,
Mallory, I also have a question. I'm looking at the beginning session notes and all of the questions that were provided by the Vanishing Lands for world building.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really curious if revisiting these, there are any that you would like us to answer. Like, what does this place desperately need?
gosh, let me pull those up really quick because that's like a great
Yeah.
thing to go back and do now that we are like in the middle of it because we did answer a lot of these questions. And
How do the people here treat the land or treat each other? Would an outside force want to conquer this place? Is Metropolis coming for us? Like,
now that we are speaking on like expanding the world, I would love to hear if you all think that you're peaceful like enough with Metropolis to be like, oh, Adam wasn't in here. You're probably confused. We were talking about because we behind the scenes talked about if you all will ever come back for one shots and things like that. And so I was sort of talking about how we could expand the list of like the places and the people and all of that, and like for each one shot, and I can see what I can do about like putting new stuff in there and all of that, so you're not going to the same places and all of that. And the idea was thrown out there that there is a metropolis that is on the other side of the volcano.
home of the Big Apple, which is a giant building in the shape of an apple that has all the important business offices.
She called it the Pentagon. She said it was the Pentagon.
The Pentagon
shaped
is
like
where
an
the
apple.
government lives.
And she said it's shaped like an apple, and it's called.
Don't worry about it.
But if we did that, like I think that would be an interesting question to answer. There is like if you all think you all get along or not, and then if you don't get along, does that make Justin Twizzler like some sort of political figure because he goes back and forth between the two?
Oh my god.
Is it like soy meat?
I assume at least parts of it could be.
It's more of a vibe. I kind of
All
feel
of
like
the hipsters live.
I could see like the residents of Metropolis thinking that we're all like a bunch of country bumpkins, and we kind of like low-key resent them for that, but in a very, oh, bless your heart kind of way.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Like, we're not gonna get all caught up in the hustle and bustle of that sort of mentality. They're
Like-
very
The way people from Asheville feel about people from like Charlotte, you know.
look. My sister lives in Boone, and my dad just moved to Boone from Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
That resonates.
We also have a Boone, and I was very confused for a moment because West Virginia has a Boone.
Ooh.
I don't recommend. I just don't. If somebody in this chat is from Boone, which there's no way you are, but just in case, as a place, I will never go again. There's just a lot
Once
happening.
was enough.
Oh no, it was multiple times. It took me a while to learn this lesson.
Multiple times was enough.
Correct. After that, I was like, you know what? I was here. I saw it.
I did
I'm
it.
done.
I did a thing.
Been
I'm
here,
good.
booned around.
Yep, been there, boon that.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a fun question. It is from me to you all, not necessarily from the questions list, but I know Corncob took plant magic,
Yeah.
or nature magic, however you would like to describe that. But if the rest of you had taken a magic of some sort, like as an asset, I don't think anybody else did according to their character sheet. But if you had, what do you think it would have been? It does not have to be on that list. You can make it whatever you want.
Okay. Okay. I think Whiskey would go like full Goku, and it would just be like the magic of screaming until you're more powerful.
No, that tracks.
Does your hair stand up more and it just turns to different
Yes.
colors as well?
My white streak turns blue.
You're like
Super.
your tail like puffs up more. Just
It
like,
gets bigger,
Yes.
or she gets multiple tails.
You
as
see
get
like
more
static
powerful.
electricity.
I'm just
Look.
imagining Whiskey mixed with Goku, mixed with like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Good call.
Sorry, this.
Yeah.
We almost
Not used to this scene.
had to
It goes
wipe
back
out on
very far.
Be right
that
back.
would have been fun.
I need a
Henry
seltzer,
has
but I'll be right
lot of feelings about this as well. Okay.
I know this is unorthodox. Big Red, I'd like to hear yours because I have something in the back of my head where I want to see if my prediction is correct.
Well, because Big Red being the Big Red being the superhero that he is, definitely playing within the shadows, being able to mess with like shadow magic and everything.
Ooh.
But like spookiness, but he pops out and just like, ooh, yeah. It's like, oh, shadows. Oh, superhero Big Red. Oh, he's totally cool. Big Red would be a master manipulator of dairy. Dairy magic.
Is he a dairy bender?
Dairy, but absolutely. He can make cows float.
Okay, hold on, back up, because did anyone else watch Misfits? That British
Oh,
show?
man. I was gonna say, did they
I've
make an
not seen
American
it, but
version?
Kylie has told me about it, so I know she's watched it.
Okay, this is not a spoiler. In like one of the later, I mean, this is just literally like in one of the later seasons, like one of like the villains has milk powers, and so if anybody has milk in their system, they can actually like infuse it in their body and like fucking drown them from the inside.
I just feed everybody
when you
ice
said
cream
you
and I
had dairy
murder
powers-
everybody.
when you said you had dairy powers, my mind immediately went to that. I was like, oh, that was fucked up.
I'd sit there and be like, oh, you want to fight me? Lactose intolerant. Go take a shit now. Bye.
So, fun fact: if your party in traditional like D&D is ever giving you trouble, if they're like stealing things they shouldn't, and you want to just teach them a lesson, let them eat some like cheddar broccoli soup. Make them all roll con saves. Whoever doesn't see it hallucinates a giant cheese monster. I got stats for the cheese elemental. I'll send it your way.
You do have stats for a cheese.
Oh yeah, oh
Please
yeah,
send me that because I want that.
oh yeah.
I don't even have a reason to use it, but like I want
Ask Jenna about the cheese monster.
Well, didn't you use Cheese Monster for ladies?
Oh, I used the pizza monsters. Which
Pizza
were,
Monsters. were
Actually,
monsters. That's right.
they are lasers and liches canon. This is like 2 years ago. I was like, what's this, Pinterest? A cheese elemental? Don't mind if I do. Oh, it was fun. Wisconsin is screwed. Yes, Big Red now owns Wisconsin.
Well, look at Big Red. He's a scoutmaster and he owns a state. Congratulations.
There you go. I love it. I am
Oh, man.
looking- like I said, they built some like really cool stuff. Like if you want like something to build off of instead of building from scratch, there's some really cool stuff built in all of this. And there are like common creatures and stuff too if you need stat blocks and things like that. Spoiler alert, I will be using some of these stat blocks to help me make the Tupperware stat blocks.
Hell yeah.
Because I can.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about all of it, and like all of the stuff for GMs in here is so great.
Oh, man.
Like even like useful tables for like populating like maps and stuff and things like that I can pull from, or like an interesting trinkets table.
Yes.
Or like things like that. All in this book. Makes me so happy.
Such a fan of tables.
Yeah, and it means that I have all this extra stuff to pull from when I get to
Tables are great. Speaking of tables, tomorrow Diana and I get our brand new dining and gaming table.
Yay!
Instead of like when we play,
Is
it's
it the-
like it's like this big old table stationary. Like what we play on and dine at right now is a 4-foot long fold up table. We have one chair that fits it and then a bench I've been sitting on for like a year and a half. I think I have like legit imprints in my thighs from sitting on this damn thing.
No.
Look, and now you're gonna get a big, like, proper
I
one.
know.
You never have to sit
And
on
we're-
that bench again. You
we're
can
gonna
burn
be-
that bench.
And it's gonna be great because we're gonna be like higher up. I mean, Diana will probably still be about the same size. I'll be a little bit higher, but it's all good.
Ah,
I love you. Oh wait, she's not here. She's at work right now. Never mind. I have to apologize. It's okay. I love you, Diana. Even if you see this later.
Ooh, then
and
I
if
can
you
tell
watch
you
this later, we
secrets.
love you very much.
No, I can't tell you secrets then. Okay.
It's the table in Slayer and Everett's home. It sure is. Absolutely is. You are correct.
Oof. Just like -1 demon.
Demon table.
We'll get there eventually. I really just
Yeah.
think we move at this point.
Adam, did you see the Photoshop work in the Dragonlance channel yesterday?
Yes, with a demon and our Lord and
And
Savior Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Absolutely. It was so great. It was so great. I'm just like,
Oh.
yes. Two saviors fight it out. Michael Jordan will win. I mean, it's just.
I can only hope. I would like to not have a house guest anymore, to be quite frank.
Amber, for some context, which you probably need right now.
I have no context at all.
Um,
Adam, as a player, his patron is Michael Jordan because of the number 23.
Which actually stems back even farther. One of the channels that I came from, the DAT Network, our barbarian Crag, anytime he rolled a 23, he would shout Michael Jordan. And it's just like, we got to keep the thing going. So here on out, the past 5 years, anytime somebody rolls a Michael 23, it's a Michael
it's a
Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
And also today, happy first day of the third month of the year 20 Michael Jordan.
I have
Thank
a
you very
related story.
With Michael
Sure.
Jordan? Really?
Yeah, actually. So for a long time, I mean 6 years, something ridiculous like that. This dude I played Quidditch with in college, and we were friends for a long time, had a goal of tweeting at Michael Jordan every single day. No, every day. And he went like a long time, years, and like, day like 1,000 something, day 1,500, like, of trying to tweet at Michael Jordan every day. Never got recognized, but like made national news a couple times because of the milestones he was hitting.
Oh my god.
And yet Michael Jordan never acknowledged him. So like, I am a little salty about Michael Jordan for never acknowledging Tommy. Like, Tommy, just come on, man. Come on.
Look,
Come on,
we
Michael.
have to just hope that was like a BoJack Horseman situation where it wasn't really Michael Jordan running Michael Jordan's Twitter account, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually number 24, Matthew Bakerfold, which was running Michael Jordan's account.
Oh my God.
Attracts.
how do you know so much sports ball? I don't.
Well, Matthew
understand.
Bakerfold was a superior Canadian hockey player from the 80s, which we all made up
Oh.
on the network as well too. So he doesn't.
Okay. I feel better.
But he could. Bug, I'm talking. Get down. Thank you.
Because you asked this earlier, I went and found the questions because I thought it would be fun. Just to go through like a couple of them that we didn't do.
Oh.
The main one I want to know though is what keeps this place safe, because it is not something we've spoken on at all in game of like what would be set in place to keep this safe.
Oh, we did. Oh no, we haven't used them. Didn't we talk about like there was army ants?
We did talk about army ants, didn't we? And we have not used them.
Very briefly.
Yeah, it was a
Very,
very
very
brief
brief.
conversation. Like now that you say it, yeah, but it was not something we expanded on a
Alright.
lot. Besides,
Yeah, because I couldn't think of a name. It was protection army ants. They're the Thoraxian something or others.
yes,
Correct. Something or other.
Thoraxian something or
Okay,
others.
but
Because
I would like
that's
to,
literally what came out of Adam's mouth, and I was like, and that's what we're naming them. You said something or
Okay.
others, and I think it's funny, so it's staying.
So yes, and that is also the name of the sports team.
Correct.
Thoraxian
Then,
something or other.
When you refer to the Thoraxian something or others, people have to ask you to clarify. Are you talking about the army, or are you talking about our one sports team? And I assume that in my brain, that means that it's the same players that just play every
Yes.
sport that Pantria has to offer, always as the Thoraxian something or others. They do. It's not a changing thing. It's not like how there's like the New York Jets and the Giants. Yankees or whatever. It's all the same sport, or it's
That's
all
just
the
how
same
sports
team,
works.
every single sport that exists here. And now we're going to expand off of that. What sports exist in Pantria? And if you tell me it's basketball, I will totally go with it, but I will ask you specific questions about how that works.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
I wanna
It's,
know.
it's absolutely so it is spaceball, going back to the original roots of basketball, where it was like throwing things into an apple basket.
Basket, yes. It's in the Big Apple. Like the Big Apple. The Big Apple is the court. It's not the government.
Yes.
On the roof.
Oh
On the
my
roof
God.
of the Pentagon is where the basketball
No,
court is.
wait. Back up. Season two of The Vanishing Lands is we're going to Metropolis, right? 4 regionals to represent Pantria for the first time in regionals. And then Justin Twizzler disappears.
Always
Moments before we're supposed to- moments
Always
before we're
Justin
supposed to hit the
Twizzler,
court.
They're just-
Justin.
I will give anything to have more in sync fun. So if you all tell me that Justin Twizzler is who you want to disappear for every season we have, I will
Yeah.
happily make that happen.
Well, he's
Wait,
all I
what
ever
about-
I'll
wanted.
just make you a litany
What
of
about,
other people from NSYNC.
All
I
I,
would
ever
love-
needed.
I would love to also have a Lance Bassfish.
Lance
will
Bass.
happily make that
Lance
happen. He
Bass.
resides in Metropolis. He never comes to Pantria.
Lance
He has fish in his
Bassfish.
name. Why would he ever go somewhere that's made of candy?
That's
He
fair.
is a
Basically.
Metropolis boy through and through. I
Lance
love this for us.
Bass.
We've already done half of the new world building that we need to do for another season.
JC chives.
Oh my God, Kylie, shut up! I love it.
I'm telling you, all of the rest of the boy band lives in Metropolis. Justin Twizzler was a betrayer and an abandoner, and went to Pantria
And he left.
on his.
He went solo.
He went solo, and he went to Pantria because he was like, I am part candy. It's insulting to me that you just don't respect my candy heritage. I'm leaving the band.
Kelly wants to know. So Metropolis is a sausage fest.
Correct. 1,000% yes. I will not be elaborating, but yes. Except for the Big Apple, the Pentagon. That is very much.
I just
Apple and
got
sausage are great.
oh my God.
People cook
I
with
just
it
got the
together all
mental
the time.
image of a bunch of just pigs and bulls in jerseys. The bulls. Sorry, that's This
Every
should-
size
okay.
skyscraper is a sausage. Let me be very
This-
clear here. They're all
yes,
sausage.
yes. And I feel like this should take place in October for Oktoberfest. But this is
Also, there is one skyscraper that is just a large slab of bacon that people forgot to cut.
yes,
That is the biggest skyscraper is just a slab of bacon.
I love this so much. I love
This
this
is
so
actually
much.
the session 0 for
This is Kylie's contributing through chat. This is session 0 for season 2. Surprise. I just love that. He does have Twizzler hair instead of ramen hair. That is completely correct.
Oh my God.
Justin Twizzler, his main is all of the rainbow Twizzlers. Because he's got it fun colors. So
The
it's the rainbow
pull-apart.
Twizzlers. Yeah,
The
the pull apart rainbow Twizzlers. And it's each individual strand makes up the main. It's very luscious.
Oh,
Very
very good.
I gotta make some Justin Twizzler art for the merch store.
Mhm. Please. Please.
Sam, I'm sorry I was yelling Lance Bassfish.
Oh.
Oh man.
I
We
think
have
he
no
has his
chill.
headphones on, so he has his headphones on. He's in his comfy space. He's in his enrichment enclosure. He's fine.
Good.
So look, it's okay. We have no chill except
Yeah.
Big Red. He has so many freezers for the ice cream. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got a big old cellar down below.
Yeah, and honestly, season 2, I think the ice cream shop deserves an expansion. To be quite truly, maybe we get you a branch out in Metropolis. Discover the joy of ice cream. There's a lot of them.
Oh my gosh.
Coming.
Is
milkshake
this
brings all the boys to
going
the
to
shop.
be like Willow and Whiskey's summer job? And Corncob,
Okay, so-
you're there to chaperone.
With
You know what?
everybody's, I would like to just throw an idea out. If you don't like it, veto me. Instead of giving you a new shop, I'm gonna give you an ice cream truck. And their job for the summer is to come work on the ice cream truck.
I'm loving it.
Corncob is obviously here for a variety of reasons, one of which is to make sure the children don't die. But like Corncob also has flowers to sell. There's like a whole new city to decorate in flowers.
Oh,
People
y'all
don't
could be
have
doing
flowers
such a
anywhere.
collab. Like, can you imagine like the pineapple basil?
You can only
Corellia.
imagine that the Thoraxian something or others are sponsored by Possum Blossoms. So it says it
Yeah.
on all of their jerseys.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna
Do
just
they
make
each have
magic.
a little like lapel pin that's like a little brooch with like one of those little mini pineapples on?
Please. That's all I need. And like, if you all missed our session 0, please know that this is what it was like for 3 hours.
That's true.
This is what we did for 3 hours.
Accurate.
And built the
I'm gonna
entire
write that.
first. We're just. I could literally stay here for 3 hours and do it again. We could expand on Pantria forever. Like Pantria is just the Candyland version of it, and now from as far as the eye can see, we've got the Meatropolis, and we got a veggie place. We have like a place that is made entirely of sushi. I don't know what we're gonna make, but I will make it with you. That's
Korean
what's-
barbecue world
Yes, I will happily support a Korean barbecue.
with like banchan and everything.
Yep. And everything. I will make it happen. And then eventually, when we do make up enough worlds, I'm gonna make a like merch sticker set that's like traveling stamps, like what you get your passport for each of them. Because why not? It sounds cute in my head, so I'll figure out how to do it.
Obsessed. I'm trying not to
Love you all
scream
so
right now. I love that idea.
And I love you all so much because you put up with all my ideas. I mean, look, what if we did this and all of you were so nice about it? Like, even if you did think it was stupid, I don't think you'd tell me. I think you just
Put up
like,
with
oh.
all my ideas. I literally was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a possum that's got a pouch, and then I realized they were trans because I forgot possum pouches were for lady possums, and then anyway, sorry, that made more sense in my brain.
No, I completely know what you're saying because I remember the conversation that we had the first time. But like, I also love that of you all were all being like so inclusive and things like from the get-go, the minute we started making characters. And like Whiskey uses any all pronouns. And then like Corncob is trans. And I was like, this makes my heart very happy. Because obviously like I am very much about diversity in gaming tables. The majority of the casts on all of our shows have been from the LGBTQ community. Not everybody, but a majority. And so like we try very hard to like foster that sort of space. And then also like Kylie and I are both very big on mental health. And that is another huge thing for us is like we want you to feel safe in our space. We want you to feel like if you're having like that type of day, say the word. Like
Yeah.
you know, and like work through that sort of thing because that's just super important to us. And I also just made like I say that and then I made Fudge, who now I come to think of this in this moment. I have only ever played 2 male characters and they were both bunnies. I don't know what that says, but they've both
I
been
love that.
bunnies.
I love it though.
It was Fudge and Cole.
That's wonderful.
Normalize men being bunnies.
Yeah,
Normalize.
normalize it. We love to see it. I
Bunnies are
love
cute
all
and
of the
adorable.
little bunnies. They are. They're great. And Cole did not have a little animal companion. Cole had a really cool. He wears a dress that's made like it's an orange dress and looks like orange. And Cole just has Fudge has like his spots look like fingerless gloves and combat boots. So it's not that he's wearing them, but that's what his like coloration looks like, which I love. And then I gave him Gerald because I was like, Fudge deserves a friend. And I'm Fudge, and I think I deserve a friend. So Gerald happens. Good luck.
I'll be your friend.
Yeah, see?
banana duck.
No, don't banana duck. Don't banana duck fudge. Don't. Oh,
But that's
wait.
what
No,
Gerald is.
milkshake duck. Milkshake duck was
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was thinking
no.
Milkshake duck.
Banana duck is just what Gerald is.
I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what that means. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah. It's like
Also, hours without sleep at Taco World would be very fun. I could get on.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
You can
the
only-
building.
You can only enter on Tuesdays.
Yes. You can only travel in and out of Taco World on Tuesdays.
Wow, that is a
That's all I can-
terminology I wasn't aware of. Wow.
I'm not looking it up until after the show because I'm quite frankly scared to see what it says.
No.
I'm not
It's okay.
looking
Here,
it
I
up.
got you. In internet culture, it's a learning moment, guys. In internet culture, a milkshake duck is a person who gains popularity on social media for some positive or charming trait, but is later revealed to have a distasteful history or to engage in offensive behavior.
Oh, I think we know
So
a lot of
it's not-
milkshake ducks out there.
Yeah, there are many a milkshake duck. Thankfully, it is not fudge. Fudge
Yes.
is a sweet and wholesome, rambunctious, young tween. Just not really sure what he's doing with his life. That's fine. But yeah, no. And honestly, like just later in post when we put this on YouTube, I won't actually go into this. But if I'm thinking about it, maybe I will. In that spot, I'm gonna put the more you know rainbow, just shooting across the screen. I think it'd be
Yes. That feels right.
y'all learned something.
One of the things I learned is I'm not allowed to have a big, spinny, comfy chair because I keep doing things like this where I'm like, wee.
My desk at work or my chair at work does that. And today I almost fell because I forgot my chair was set that way because I haven't been to that office in a couple weeks. And so I just sat on the front of my chair all day at my desk because I was afraid I was going to like topple over in front of all my coworkers.
Not sponsored by Secret Labs.
We're not sponsored by anything, but I'm telling you right now, if any candy or food people see this stream and you're like, I would pay an amount of money to see like Folgers coffee put in somewhere. Cool, I got you. I'll come up with a coffee something or other. I'll say it out loud.
There's some more comments talking on the Taco World. Kylie saying Tuesdays are
Yeah.
their holy days, which I love.
Yes, absolutely.
If I'm a Lieutenant, it's a river of nacho cheese and a color no cheese should rightfully be.
Correct. And there is at least one pun in this city that says something along the lines of "this is nacho cheese," and it's like the "don't swim in the water" sign. But that's their equivalent. Like honestly,
went
Taco World
through
has to be
there.
a thing now. A lot of the buildings are like burritos that have somehow been hollowed out. So like when you walk inside of it, you see the meat, the cheese, and everything. It's
Gosh.
structured into perfect rooms.
It's
I
just
will
a
make-
taco shell.
I will make art for all of these. We don't even have to see all of them on stream. If we make up the world, it gets a passport sticker.
I would
wanna
like
make
to I'd like to make it canon that when we go to Taco Land, that's going to be when Whiskey is in college. It would have kind of a very goofy movie vibe. But he will absolutely fall in love with like a little desert fox named Tequila.
Can Big Red drive you?
Yes.
You can have a road trip.
You'll be taking shots of tequila.
Whoa!
It's just a selfie.
I can't tell you how much I love these people. Truly. The fact that we've already mapped out Whiskey's love life. How long is Whiskey in this show? Like, how much of a time jump do I need to
Yeah.
accomplish in the first few months?
15.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
Old enough to know
it's not that bad.
better.
That's not bad.
Frontal cortex. Cortex is not developed.
Okay, I fully thought you were like 11.
I did
So-
too, which is why I was like, I'm gonna jump a lot of time here. Like 3 years is not bad.
See,
I don't-
The thing is, I was gonna say corn cobs too, but like if you know anything, okay, hear me out. If you know anything about like possum biology, which I do, possums only live to be about 3 or 4 years before they're so. You know, possums don't live a long time, and that's sad.
I'm Googling.
Here's
how
the
long
thing:
do
corn
skunks
cob is
live.
gonna live forever because I will never let anything happen to corn cob. I don't think anybody else will either. And I think if corn cob got killed on stream, that I would have very angry people.
Okay, I would like to suggest average lifespan of skunks is also 2 to 3 years. We're gonna check out raccoons. 2 to 3 years. And last but not least, red pandas, watch it be like 35. 9 to 13.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Adam, you're immortal. Congratulations.
Don't worry,
but
none
I
of you
would,
will ever die. I don't care. They get to live very full and happy lives. Whiskey will
Wait.
go away to college and find love.
What kind
I
of
would like to
animals,
pitch
Willow,
the
again?
idea
I
of,
fucked
like-
up and forgot.
What was a raccoon?
Raccoon, that's right,
Yeah.
that's right.
We got all vermin covered except mice.
I have to say, like
Mice.
playing Big Red has started to bleed over into my work life too.
Oh no.
Well, because at my job I run our birthday parties, and I'm in the middle of training people, and we do spy birthday parties. Well, my spy code name is Red Panda, and people look at me and they go, "You're dressed in all black. Why are you Red Panda?" I said, "Well, one, red pandas are cute and adorable, just like me, and they're very intimidating when they go on their hind legs like this." Ah! And I do this to kids, and they're like, "Ah!" I'm like, see what I mean? Very intimidating, right? Big Red has watched generations of you come and go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My god, hold on. Is Big Red like the face of Bo from Doctor Who? Like, are we just gonna get like Big Red in a big tank in like 10 years?
Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
funny.
the equivalent
my
of like
God.
the immortal, like immortal character where they're like, you don't want this because you watch everybody like come and go so much. I'm like, is that Big Red? Like you're not immortal, but you have way longer than everybody else.
Big Red is the Vanishing Lands.
Big Red is who this goes in the
There is a Big Red in every world that gets created in the Vanishing Lands.
honestly
Red by Taylor
canonical.
Red by Taylor Swift just came on my playlist, and if that's not faded, I don't know what is.
That is a universe being like, look, there is a Big Red everywhere you go.
It's
there
Taylor's version.
There are 75 Big Reds. In every, like the LARPing game I mentioned earlier, there's a Big Red there. The desert place with the water cows, there's a Big Red there.
Yep.
It's all great. I fully support the idea of Big Red is everywhere you go.
Loving you is Big Red.
I'm dead. Guys, I'm dead.
Along with
dead.
Big Red, because he is the best panda, yeah. He is always there in a Vanishing Land. I can't, okay, I'm good.
No, keep going. That was gold. That was gold.
I started losing it.
Someday I'm gonna make a supercut
Is
of
ice cream
everything I can find of Adam singing. Any game, not just ours.
Really
Any game.
thirsty ice cream, and you go play with Big Red. It's so fun. With Big Red, yeah, that's what I got.
I love it.
My
still
top song singing is
Big
not with me right now.
Red. 10 years
ooh.
later, I'm
That-
Big.
That's right. Big Red was in Bring It On. That's right. Big Red's across multimedia everywhere. Did you guys love Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Watch in the background
Yeah.
of Helm's Deep. Big Red's back there just chilling on a rock.
Oh. I feel like Big Red would also like have an in with the ends.
Oh, for sure. He'd have his own entry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Big Red is like equivalent to, I forget his name, but he's the background extra that has been in like 47 different projects over the years. You just see him like everywhere. That's totally Big Red.
So it's funny you bring that up because if you are a total weeb like good old A-Slaw over here, you would also know that in the highly successful anime/manga franchise One Piece, the creator Ichiro Oda will actually draw Panda Man, who is a man that is a panda, as a
Amanda?
background extra in like every fucking scene. And it's like a fucking Where's Waldo game. Every panel, every episode, you look for Panda Man.
Wrigley's Big Red wanted to sponsor him.
My favorite is sponsor us, cowards.
I love that. I'm gonna next tweet when we do this next week. I'll make sure to get that out there. Be like, hey,
Please.
Wrigley's, he's
Wrigley's.
here.
You want a whole thing. If Wrigley's does literally anything at all, including like your tweet. I will make some sort of gum situation that you'll have to be in. I'll name Wrigley's by name and make some sort of gum situation that you have to be in.
Oh my god, what if
man.
it's like a gum? Hold on.
Gum,
No, wait. Hear me out. Gum mountain range of people's discarded gum. Like chewed, hardened, discarded gum.
Okay, could that also have an area that's a graveyard?
And that's where
This is
because
what
then
you
we-
have to pass through to get past Mount Tupa. Is you
Yeah,
have to go through the bubblegum
yes.
graveyard.
And those are where, because one of the other notes was the common creatures where the baby gum monsters come from. Yeah.
That's right.
And that's the beautiful thing is we made so much. There was no way for me to fit it all in this campaign. There was
My
no
gosh.
way possible to be able to do all of it. I tried to pull out at least 1 or 2 new things every week, but we made so much that there's literally nothing possible.
Hey,
Fantasy
Animal Vegan. Woohoo! Thank you.
Oh, hey,
You're
thank you for the
subscribed.
subscription.
Woohoo!
Yeah, appreciate it. It's such a good time.
Bug
Feel
loves
really
you. Bug loves
Oh.
you. Look at that smiley. She's so pretty. She's a good girl.
It makes me so happy. I do have like ideas for next week to figure out like because obviously I know what needs to happen, but I am because we're structuring everything the way they are now. I'm kind of just making you all a shortcut in between 2 places. You would be in both places anyway. There was just like a longer way to get there, and I'm like, I'll just stretch that in a little bit. It's not important anyway.
We're down in the
Like,
tunnels. It's gonna be like Goonies, right? We got to get out of the.
Look, I will tell you that in making this adventure, Bluey, the Goonies, and Scooby Doo are the 3 things that really came to mind.
Huh?
So somewhere in all of that is where this lives.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I'd also like to say, Mallory, I completely blame you for my TikTok feed having an ungodly amount of Bluey content now.
As you should. Honestly, that is my fault, and I take full responsibility. And I'm not sorry. I'm not in any way. Because some days I just come home and I watch Bluey because life is stressful, and Bluey is the show that I should have had as a child because
Yeah,
it would have
look.
helped me a lot. So you know what? Now
When,
I watch Bluey.
When I was in my early 20s and working at the animal shelter, I'd come home and watch Strawberry Shortcake and Pound Puppies. So
Oh, pound puppies.
I got you. Got you, fam. On that note, what streaming service is Bluey currently on?
I think it's
Disney
Paramount.
Plus?
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. I
I looked
have
this up.
I have everything. So let me just check Disney Plus really quick while I have it.
Awar also believes that it's Disney Plus. I'm normally not the one that turns it on.
Okay.
Kylie like turns it on when I get home usually, and so
Perfect.
I am not the one
Bluey's-
putting it up on the TV.
Bluey's on Disney Plus.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So if
You're
you
gonna give
need
me
some
a
Bluey
Disney
in your
Plus.
life or are wondering why I love these little dogs so much, please go watch Bluey. They're great.
Allie, if I'll give you my Disney Plus if you want to watch Bluey.
Awar's like, I got a 5-year-old. Yeah.
I don't have a 5-year-old.
No, Awar
No,
does.
Awar has a 5-year-old.
Oh,
That would-
I was like,
that
I
would,
yeah. Never in my life have I born children. That is an
I-
insult.
I love the people that
Also-
have children. I just don't want my own.
Right.
I
Love other people's kids.
I was making a note of which streaming service to download, and I found $11 in my wallet I didn't know I had.
Love to see it. Honestly, those are the best days is when you find accident.
Taco Bell dinner.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it is. My father-in-law buys my whole year-long Disney Plus subscription every year for Christmas. So it's just like, thanks, Paul. Thank you
That's a
for
really-
this content.
Thanks, Paul.
That's a great idea. Wow.
Yeah,
That's a really smart gift idea.
yeah.
Hey.
There we go. Back down.
Buy your loved ones subscriptions to things.
Honestly, though, some of the best gifts I've ever gotten are like random subscription things because I'm like, oh, this is cool. Something new that I get to do, and I didn't even pay for it. What a beautiful time. I'm gonna go ahead and have us wrap up for the night because, as you all heard at top of stream, Kylie is incredibly sick, but volunteered to run tech for us anyway tonight, so we can have this little chat. But the sooner we get off here, the sooner she can go to bed.
Good.
Yes.
And quite frankly, the neurovirus kicks ass, and so I want her to feel better as soon as possible. So, and I know she's watching and listening and stuff. So we love you very much, Kylie, and hope you feel better. I will let everybody go around, do the lap of like, who are you? What do you do? And like, you let me, like, with this little wrap up, give me your favorite moment from the campaign thus far. You all go in any order you want. That way you have time to think.
Okay, I cannot choose a favorite moment so far because it's all been such a just romp and a blast. I think honestly, like I really just enjoyed seeing everybody kind of come together and meld, and I've really enjoyed seeing those dynamics just change throughout the course of the game so far. I feel like that's a cop-out answer, but I'm sticking to it.
I like it.
So, let's see. And I really enjoyed everybody's buy-in to the bathroom being the best place for reading material in our first
Yes.
kickoff.
It was very
We're
good.
pretty happy.
So good.
Make sure. Oh, you got to make sure you get those posters on the stalls. That's great. Hey, Patty, tell Isabel she needs to listen to Willow about flyers in the stalls. Absolutely.
Seriously, it's a good idea. But yeah, with that, like, yo guys, what up? I'm Allie Capone on socials. It'll be in chat here in a second. I'm just gonna type it in. Don't mind me. There we go. And you guys can catch me tomorrow on Fem Gamer Party for Home Brewery at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then on Friday, the ladies of Lake are getting into a little bit of trouble with a giant mecha monster fight.
I'm gonna
So we're
banish
see how
Leroy
that
faster
goes.
than he can even look at me. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Will there be bees? We'll find out.
Love you. So many bees.
And on Sunday over on FGP, we're going to be back with Outsiders and Ambrica. It's been a while since we had the full party together. So join us and we're going to see if we can rescue some kids.
I'll go. So, oh my God, there's been so many wonderful moments again, like Allie said, but I feel like the heist episode was like the peak, the pinnacle, because we had Willow that was just there. I mean, Mallory, you coming back and being like, all right, what questions do you have? And just tolerating the dumbass questions, Kylie. and then my fucking ADHD harebrained idea to be like, I don't have a way to communicate with my party that's inside the house, but hinky shit's going on. Let's blow shit up.
Such a good moment. Like, I'm just gonna throw a seed bomb, and I was like, that's a choice. All right, cool. Like, I would have maybe gone with like throwing something at a window, perhaps, or something. But you were like, no, I'm just blowing up.
Draw that attention outside.
Yeah.
If you want,
I mean,
that'd be great.
Carmelinda came downstairs. It wasn't like it didn't work.
well, Mallory, if you want to peek behind the curtain, I didn't think of that until you said that just now.
I love that for you. Honestly, like, first instinct of players is what I'm always like, you know what, do that. I in no way want to stop you from doing whatever comes to your brain. I don't care how dumb you think it is. I don't care what I care not at all, whatever it is. Some of the funniest things have happened when people have just been like when I say something and it immediately flies out of their mouth and they're like, that's not a good idea. I'm like, but you could do it anyway. I fully support that it's not a good idea. It's fine.
Listen, the mountain goats once said, do every stupid thing that makes you feel alive. Do
I
every
live
stupid
by that
thing.
every day.
Yeah, to try to drive the thoughts away. Like, and if a possum blowing up a fountain drives those thoughts
Hell,
away.
you have to.
Yeah.
be a
Anyway,
parent.
hi everybody, I'm Amber.
Hell, you have to.
Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. Anywhere there's internet. I am a TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, streamer, all of the above. Tomorrow night, so I'm taking like a little bit of a break from content in March because I'm burnt out, and I've been on a game almost every night since April of last year. So I'm taking a bit of a break in March. Anyway, speaking of breaks and things coming to an end, tomorrow night on the initiative order is the end of Gone Ghost, which is my Danny Phantom themed Monster Hearts game that I've been running. It's been so horny, but so like dramatic, and everybody is just feral. So we're going to get to the bottom of some political conspiracies. Maybe more people will fuck because that's what you're supposed to do in Monster Hearts. But yeah, join us at 8 p.m. Eastern on Initiative Order. On Monday is the finale of Visigoths versus Moggoths on Bad House RPG. We just hit affiliate on Bad House on Monday. During the Visigoth stream. It was amazing. Thank you. So we're doing Goth Prom on Visigoths versus Moggoths on Monday night. So we're gonna, bring people together and see what they got to, if they, what they do in the spotlight. So it'll be a good time, a good wholesome time. But no, I'm really sad for this to end. This has been so harebrained. And I'm Mallory. Thank you for cultivating this table. And Kylie, get well soon.
So that's to me. I agree with both what Amber and Allie have both said on moments. It is very hard to pick some. I would say one moment that does stick out though is how excited Allie got when we were down in the tunnels and everything, and the fork and the spoon and everything, and like, what did you say? How excited she got with that I was laughing. I was trying not to LOL on that one. That was great. But everything, the heist has been great. That was ridiculous. Yeah, questions, trying to sneak in the back, and then just stupid antics of a superhero trying to break into a room as well too. That was all fun. But yeah, I'm Adam Kahn, your big red ice cream guy and big red superhero as well. I kind of got a little bit of a chill week coming up, which is kind of nice. A lot of work stuff, but we are currently off of Dragonlance or Eric Frankhouse with Monday and Tuesday of next week, so we will be back in 2 weeks on that. We got Carpe Diem next Wednesday, finishing it out. And then also catch me and my lady over on Alex Rogue 460, where we do a lot of cooking, HelloFresh themed sort of stuff, and we also play some video games. I'm in time. As soon as the show is over, I'm gonna see if I can convince Diana to stream The Last of Us. Scare the crap out of her.
Honestly, do it. I have a whole
Wait,
list of
that's
games I
happening
would
tonight?
love Diana to play.
No,
if I could get her to, but they're all too scary. She tells me. So
I want to wait for her to play until after the show is officially done.
Okay, I see what you mean now. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, which I'm excited. I've played the game multiple times, so yeah,
I love
that'd be
Last of Us. Personally.
In the meanwhile, you could warm her up with Dead Space, please.
Warm her up with Dead Space.
Okay, look, it's my favorite game, and I just want to watch somebody else play it.
I mean, I would first of all give Diana just the entire Five Nights at Freddy's collection and be like, okay, here's the order you play them in. Let's go. She would kill me,
sure.
but I would try. I try really hard. So that just leaves me over here. Hi, I'm Mallory. I've been your GM so far for Carpe Diem and will be for 1 more week. I'm also the GM here for Into the Dark Room. Trust me, you all aren't allowed to leave. Tears are real on my side too. So I'm also the GM for Into the Dark Room. The finale for that will be this Monday, which is gonna be wild because I don't know if you saw last episode, but they're trapped in a liminal hell space at the moment, and are getting ready to meet like the big bad shadowy demon person. It's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited, and I'm sure no one will have harm come to them whatsoever. This week, like Adam and Ali said, we are off for Dragonlance, so we'll be back the week after that. And I'm on Ladies Lake this week again. And if you saw a couple weeks ago, Ali made me cry with a phone call then at the end, I found the lost love of my life. There's a lot that's happening for Henley right now, and she's not sure how to handle it. And that's okay. But my favorite part of the story so far is like literally. I liked a lot of the jokes we made in the heist. The geese that are like the Midwestern geese that you dress up for holidays, but these are all just food. The circus peanuts and how we established that they give you a sugar high. Like blowing up with the seed bomb. The key room was something I thought was pretty funny, and I made up in the moment because I needed things to slow down a little bit so I can figure things out. So I was like, I'm gonna give them a room full of keys, just all the keys, and they've got to figure out what one it is. And then obviously Kylie's questions were hilarious. And every just once in a while I'd be like, all right, hello, what's your next question for the mayor? And that's how we like measured your time in the house, was how many questions we got. And that was all just super funny to me. The fact that you loved Sugar Plum so much in the cave, and you were like, this is my one gumdrop friend, this is Sugar Plum. This one stays with me. Baby. As you should. Sugar Plum seems like a real sweetheart. But yeah, I have loved getting to play this game with you all. Thank you all for being so sweet during all of it. And like I've had chats with Allie, especially off stream. But like all I ever want is for you all to have fun. Like if you all like the game that we're playing and you all are having fun with it, I have done my job. That's all I want. And this is also like the first like purely silly campaign I have ever run. I don't know if any of you know me well enough, if we're friends or you've seen me around the internet enough, you probably know that horror is one of my favorite genres of all time.
Yeah.
I play scary games. I watch scary movies. Halloween. I would do for years upon years without stopping, and I'd be perfectly happy. So when we came into this, I was like, with this table, I don't think horror is where anyone will go. So I was like, this is me stretching myself a bit, but I'm excited for the challenge. Doing just a purely goofy campaign has been so much fun. And I knew that I had picked the 4 people to play it with me that like just are like ready to go. Like we could have said anything and all 4 of you would have been like, yep, that's it. We're going with it. Because this is very much an improv-based game. There are a lot less rules to anything. But I'm having the time of my life. I'm really sad that this will be over next week, but it won't be over for forever. That much I can promise. We're gonna figure out when that comes back and things like that in the long run. But I play with very talented people and they all have very busy lives, so we will figure out when that can happen. But in the meantime, we're ending early. You all go have a wonderful night. What do I usually? Oh, take care of yourselves, love each other, and go have a really happy adventure. Kylie, go to bed. And everybody else have a wonderful night. See you on Monday.
Bye, friends.